transportation is a general term moving of goods of any kind of form from one or more shipper. Shipper means the person who wants the goods to be transported, who wants to
Okay.
send out the goods. That
Okay.
particular person is called, the particular person or company is called shipper. And or pickup point to one or more consignee or shipped party, the person who receives the goods.
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
From TM point of view, we don't call it as a shipped party, we call it as consignee and consigner. Consigner means shipper
Okay.
who sends the goods.
Consignees is the receiver party, right?
Consignee is the receiving party,
Okay.
consigner is the person who
Shipper.
sends it, and shipper,
Oh,
right?
okay. Consigner and consignee. Okay.
Yeah,
Got it.
consigner and consignee or shipper and shipped party, both are same.
Okay.
Always we use the term shipper only. We don't use the term sold to party and all. We use shipper only. Shipper is the person who sends off the goods from here, and consignee is the person who receives the goods.
The goods. Yes.
Transportation management is the term that refers to the coordination of transportation process. Transportation management system provides solution for moving freight, in the sense goods, in all modes, includes inbound, outbound, domestic, international, road, sea, air, all kind of transportation is handled by SAP Transportation Management. So these are all the parties that are involved in the transportation. As I told you, shipper or consignee are the parties who require movement of goods.
Mhm.
At any point of time, if you are not able to follow me or if you are unable to understand my language, please let me know. I'm ready to explain it again. Okay?
Oh, yeah. Sure. Sure, Karthik. Yeah.
And consignee or the customer is the person who receives the goods. Okay? It can be from the shipper or it can be from the vendor.
Okay.
If it is
Yes.
inbound transportation, then it will be from the vendor.
Okay.
LSP, Logistics Service Provider, the company that organizes logistic services. Suppose, for example, I own a company, Hero company. I don't have logistics. I don't have logistics. I don't have in my capacity. I don't have logistics. Always, I used to send my goods through some other party, some other third party.
Okay.
Okay, my logistics activities are always handled by some other third party. So if I have my truck, if I have my own ship, vessel, or something, then I will transport it myself, right? But
Mm-hmm.
if I don't have that transportation facility, what I will do, I'll hand over this transportation process to some other third
So,
party. I'll outsource it to some other third party, right?
okay. Okay. Yeah.
For example, Gatti. There are several service companies out there. Gatti is there, FedEx is
Yeah.
there.
Yes. Yeah.
So these companies are especially they work on this transportation part. They pick up the goods from one place and they deliver it to another place. They will not be the
Okay.
person who receives the goods. They will not be the person who sells the goods as well. Their
Yes.
job is to only to pick up the goods and deliver the goods in
Deliver
another
the
place.
goods.
So this is a third party company which will take care of transportation on behalf of some other company.
Right. Right. Yeah.
This is exactly the LSP scenario. The companies that organizes logistics services to a consignee, to a
Yeah.
shipper or consignee.
Yes.
Either a shipper can ask a Gatti to transport the goods, or
Uh-huh.
a consignee. Consignee means the person who receives the goods. They can ask the LSP to procure the goods from some other
To
place.
yes.
It
Yeah.
can be
To
either
provide
way.
the service. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Got it. Yeah.
You can use the LSP to send the goods or to procure the goods.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
so this is LSP. And carrier is the actual company that executes the transportation, the company that owns
Okay.
the truck.
Okay. Yeah.
It
So
can
this
be
can be
LS.
third party
Hmm.
as well, right? This can
This
be
can be
third
third party as well. It can be same company as well. LSP,
company. Yeah.
they themselves they can have fleet, or
Yes.
they themselves they can have truck, or else they
Mm-hmm.
can hand over that execution process to some other company as well.
Oh, okay. So here, so for example, I'm having my own carrier. So, but what kind of if I want to use the logistic services from the third party, so what
Hmm.
kind of logistic services they provide?
They will
Like
arrange the
taking,
transportation.
let's, yeah.
Your job is only to manufacture the goods. Picking up the goods from your place, arranging the transportation, monitoring the carrier, all those
Okay.
steps, unloading the goods in their place, all those steps will be taken care by the LS. Your
Oh,
job is
here,
just to sit back and relax. That's it.
manufacturing the product and even carrier I can maintain.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Got it. Yeah. Yeah.
If you're
Right.
not going with a third party, you can also have you can also coordinate with a separate carrier instead of going to an LSP, you can yourself coordinate with the carrier and you can send it through carrier as well. That is a
Uh,
different scenario. There are two scenarios.
okay, sure.
One
Yeah,
is
yeah.
you are handing over the transportation process to some other third party company, or you are going
Yes.
to take it upon yourself.
Okay.
If
Yeah.
you are a shipper and if you are going to take it upon yourself, that is one scenario.
Mhm.
If you are
Yeah.
a LSP and if you are going to hand over the transportation service to the LSP, then that's a different scenario. Two kinds of scenarios are
Yes.
there in
Okay.
this kind of
Oh,
in some cases in the current company which I'm current project which I'm working, they don't have a separate carrier. They have their own fleet. They have their
okay.
own trucks.
Okay. Okay. I mean, they are manufacturers and they are having their own trucks,
Trucks. Yes.
transportation mode. Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. That
So they
they
don't
are
require any LSP as well. They don't require carrier as well. They will do everything themselves.
okay.
Only for the tracking and all those purpose for they'll be using as for SAP transportation management.
Okay.
So this is evolution of SAP TM. Earlier it was LETRA. In case of
Mm-hmm.
ERP, the shipment, all those things were handled by LETRA. There is a submodule of sales and distribution.
Oh,
Shipment
okay.
document will be created. Shipment cost document will be created. All those steps will be done by the LETRA.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
and
It was
then
actually part of sales SD module.
it is a
This is
submodule, more
well
related to
submodule.
yeah, more
Okay, but
related
now
to
okay. So it has been evolved as a separate module like SAP TM, SAP
yes, yes.
TM.
Being
Okay.
an SAP consultant, you should never say as SAP.
SAP. Yeah, yeah. I should
Yeah,
always say SAP. Yeah, right.
we are always saying SAP because SAP
Yes.
is something which will be used by someone who doesn't know what is SAP even. So and then planning is something which cannot be done through LETRA. So
Mhm.
there evolved SAP APO. In SAP APO, there is some submodule called transportation planning and vehicle scheduling. In LETRA, you will not be
Karthik?
able to plan. So LETRA is something which was there in the initial part, and
Okay.
then in LETRA there is no option to plan the shipment or
Oh,
schedule the shipments. What you can do is
okay.
you can create a shipment document. You will manually feed in the carrier. You will be manually feeding the vehicle. All those things will be doing, but you will not be able to schedule it. For that purpose, they evolved a different submodule called TPVS, Transportation Planning and Vehicle Scheduling. That is a
Okay.
submodule of APO, Advanced Planning and Optimization. So this was also something which is a submodule which it was not having the full-fledged facility which
Mhm.
was expected from transportation management point of view. So then separate module for transportation management came in with SAP TM 6.0. It was a separate server altogether. And then 8.0 and 9.4 and 9.5 came in. After 9.5, they have migrated the SAP TM S4 HANA box itself. So until
Okay.
9.5, the SAP TM was a separate server altogether. If you want to integrate with SAP TM, you need
Mhm.
to several middlewares and integrate it. That is a different
Okay.
server. You need to buy license for the server, all those stuff.
Okay.
Uh, but from 1709,
Mhm.
SAP TM is incorporated into S4HANA. It is a single server.
Embedded version. Yeah.
1709. Now we are in 2020 version, 2021 version. So from 1709 itself, it is being embedded into S4HANA. You don't need a
Mhm.
separate server for it. So you
Mhm.
just need to activate an business service. That's it. Once you
Oh, I
activate it,
see.
your TM will be active in your S4HANA. So what is the disadvantages of LETRA? Why they moved on to?
Okay.
So there is no option for order-based planning in LETRA. Order-based planning means you
Mhm.
can only plan with the delivery documents.
Okay.
In some cases, transportation planning will start from the sales order itself, sales order or purchase order itself.
Yes. Yeah.
They will not be waiting until inbound delivery or outbound delivery is created. They will be starting from the sales order itself. They
Okay.
won't wait for the delivery creation. But
Oh,
in case of any TRA, you will not be able to create the shipment document until deliveries are created. You can only add the deliveries to the shipment document. You cannot add the sales orders. So order-based planning is not possible in case of LETRA. LETRA means logistics execution transportation management. That is LETRA.
okay. So actually, I could not get what is this order-based planning.
Order-based planning in the sense, What is this purchase order flow, purchase flow, procurement cycle flow?
Yeah,
Purchase order will
first,
be created,
yeah,
inbound delivery will be
del
created. Yes, go ahead.
oh yeah, order will be generated, then inbound delivery will be created, then we will generate the inbound delivery in EWM.
So this is what is the process, right? After purchase order creation, there will be some amount of time for inbound delivery creation. They may
Yes.
create it immediately, or they may create it after a month, based upon the time frame when the goods will be arriving to your place. And based on that, inbound delivery will be created. It can be created now or later as well.
Yeah.
Right. So if you're using LETRA, until inbound delivery is created, you will not be able to plan for the shipments. You will not be able to create shipment document because you have only option to add the delivery documents to shipment document in case of LETRA. You cannot add your
Oh,
purchase orders to your shipment document. You cannot start planning for your shipment until delivery document is created.
okay. In LETRA, you are saying.
Yes, LETRA.
Oh, okay.
You
Yeah.
have to wait in your SAP until in your SAP until delivery documents is created. You will not be able to create a shipment document. There is option only to add your inbound deliveries and outbound deliveries. There is no option to add your sales orders or purchase orders.
Okay, got it. Yes, yes, yeah. So there is
Okay.
only option for the delivery document.
Yeah.
You are saying that there is no option for the purchase order or sales order, but
Exactly. Correct.
there
Correct.
is
Correct.
only option for the delivery document. Until unless
Correct.
it is not released, we cannot use the LETRA. I mean,
Right.
in LETRA. Okay.
And second one is there is no option for capacity planning. So in
Okay.
case of shipment document, you will not have any visibility towards the capacity of the truck. You will not be able to know the utility of the truck, how much utilization after loading the goods into the vehicle, how much utilization has been made for in the truck. Suppose if the truck is a 40-ton truck, after the
Okay.
goods are loaded, how much
Mhm.
space is there? That
Yes, yes, yeah.
that part of capacity planning is something it's
We
missing
are
in
missing.
LETRA. You will not be
Okay.
able to view you will not have any visibility towards the capacity of the truck uh,
Uh-huh.
before and after loading the goods.
Okay, got it. Yeah, got it.
So
Yeah.
that is something which is not a part of LETR.
The first one, no options for order plan based planning.
Mm.
Here, when purchase order is generated, we cannot produce the whatever the document in LETRA you are
Shipment
saying, right?
document.
Shipment
Ship-
document, yeah. But is it
mm.
available the same thing? The issue has been solved in TM SAP TM.
Yeah, that is what I'm coming to say. These are all the disadvantages of LETRA. That's why they moved on to TM. These are all the
Okay.
main disadvantages. So now
Uh-huh.
they have moved on to TM, and I
Okay.
believe before Corona they said by 2025 they will be stopping they will not support LETRA anymore from SAP side. I believe
Okay.
now they have increased to 2 years or something. Until
Okay.
2027 only this shipment process LETRA will be supported. After
Oh,
that,
it's only
it will
TM.
be ATM. And next is limited execution visibility. In case of TP,
Mm-hmm.
transportation planning and VS module in APO, there is
Okay.
limited execution visibility.
Okay.
So they will create the shipment document in TPVS, but the execution was done in ECC only. There is no
Okay.
visibility from
Okay.
TPVS point of view.
You need to come back again to ECC and execute the
Yes, right, right,
document.
right.
Okay.
And freight costing document also is not possible. So these are all the main disadvantages because of which the clients they requested SAP for a separate module for transportation management. So in case of transportation management, these are all the deployment options available with us currently. You
Mm-hmm.
can integrate SAP TM server,
Mm-hmm.
separate TM server with a ERP. As you
Okay.
know, only 30 to 40 percentage of the customers, not even 40, 25 to 30 percentage of the customers have migrated from ERP to S/4HANA. Still
Okay.
70 percentage of the customers are still working on ECC only.
Okay.
So if they want to use transportation management, they have
Mm-hmm.
to buy transportation management as a separate server and they have to integrate with ERP. And transportation management can be integrated with any other legacy system,
Yes.
any other different. software other than
Yeah.
SAP. And SAP TM can be used as a standalone system for S4 HANA. And
Oh,
embedded TM is S4 HANA can also be used.
used. Okay. So now, what is the most popular or what we are going to use server? I mean,
We will
what
be
kind of
using embedded TM only.
embedded? The last one, right?
They are the recent one, 2024.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So what are all the advantages of embedded TM? So the major advancement in embedded TM is whenever you in case of you have to if when TM was a separate box, you have to do this what we call this customer vendor integration and all. We have to do it. In purchase or in MM we have vendors, right? So we
Right.
have vendor
Yeah.
master data, right? So these
Yes. Yeah.
vendor master data has to be
Mm-hmm.
converted into BP in
Yes.
ECC itself,
ECC.
business
Yeah.
partners.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Right.
Those business partners only can be pushed on to TM to be utilized because in TM there is no vendor or customer. It is
Oh,
business
only
partners.
BPs. Okay. Only business partners. Okay.
Now this is something which can be eliminated now. Now you don't have to convert it. You don't have to convert it into BP because in S4 HANA everything is BP only. There is no
Yes.
vendor or customer master data.
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
So whatever you're using in your procurement module or SD module can be
Uh-huh.
utilized in the same way in TM as well. And in case of separate server, you have to transfer your shipment sales orders. You have to transfer your purchase order. That will
Uh-huh.
create one more document in TM.
Okay.
That document is the base for transportation management.
Okay.
We call it
Okay.
as OTR, DTR, order transportation requirement,
Uh-huh.
delivery transportation requirement. So whenever
Okay.
we send our sales orders and purchase order, it will create an OTR. Earlier,
Okay.
when different server was there, sales orders and purchase orders will be sent to TM. That
Mm-hmm.
sales orders and purchase order will create a document called OTR.
Oh,
OTR
okay.
means order transportation requirement.
Transportation. Okay. Yeah.
So the transportation process will start from this OTR only.
Okay. Okay.
Now this OTR document is eliminated because we everything is in single box only, right? Why do we need
Mhm.
to have a different document now? Same
Okay.
whenever clearing sales order, from that itself, shipment activities will start. Transportation
Okay. Okay.
sales
Okay.
orders and purchase orders are the starting point for your transportation
Uh-huh.
management process. So master data objects with direct integration inside the suite itself is possible. Master
Uh-huh.
data like vendor master data, customer
Uh-huh.
master data don't have to do the conversion part.
Mhm.
Direct integration of transportation planning with sales and distribution and procurement module, enabling core TM functions that aren't part of any TRA but can be very useful for shippers, like capacity planning,
Okay.
order
Yeah.
based planning that can be utilized in. And also you have Fury apps now.
Yeah.
Fury apps,
Right.
Fury apps. Now everything mobile and apps only, right? For each and
Yes.
everything you need a mobile app. For even for a workout, for a cooking,
Yes.
for each and
Anything. Yeah.
everything you need an app.
Yes. Right.
Right. So this Fury app is something which is the latest trend. Whatever you're doing in
Mhm.
ECC will be done in Fury apps now. Same screen,
Okay.
but it will be done in different way, more advanced manner. More advanced
Uh-huh.
manner means like what we have in our mobile apps.
Okay.
We will be clicking on the app and we'll be navigating through the app. Right. The same way it will be done in Fury apps.
Okay.
So embedded analytics is there. There are several analytical apps in S4 HANA, like
Mm-hmm.
sales analytics is there, delivery performance analytics is there. These analytics apps can be also utilized for the S4 HANA transportation management. Data aging functionality and archiving functionality is an
Mm-hmm.
advancement of S4 HANA. That
Oh.
advancement can be utilized. Data
What is
aging
the data
functionality.
agent? Yeah.
I'm coming to that. Data
Yeah.
aging functionality in the sense,
Mm-hmm.
that is the main advancement in HANA after in-memory database. Whenever you speak about HANA to someone else,
Mm-hmm.
they'll be saying, what is HANA means? They will be saying it is an in-memory database.
Mm-hmm.
What is in-memory database?
Oh, we store data in form in the structure format. I mean, we database. We retrieve data from database or store data in database.
No, not exactly. In-memory database, in simple words, it's nothing but our RAM, random access memory.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
what happens in our RAM? uh, why is our laptop and desktops are working a bit faster when we increase our RAM storage? Why it is why it is performing quicker? What will be stored in the RAM and what will be stored in your hard disk? In RAM, in random access memory RAM, what will be stored is the main important programs that is required for functioning of this particular OS, Windows OS. That only will be available in the RAM, right?
Okay.
All other
Okay.
data will be stored in your hard disk.
Okay. Yes. Yeah.
Right, hard disk you would have seen, right? If you are aware
Yes.
about
Yes.
hard disk,
Yeah. Yeah.
all your data will be stored in the hard disk. Only the certain important information will be certain important programs which is required for functioning of this operating system Windows that will be available in your RAM.
RAM. Okay. Yes.
That is
Yes. Yeah.
called random access memory.
Memory.
Okay,
Yes.
that
Yes.
is
Yeah.
why your laptop is able to function quicker when you increase the RAM storage. Okay, this
Okay.
is
Okay.
the in-memory database is nothing but the RAM only, random access memory. All the
Oh.
important data, the recent data, which is
Uh-huh.
required for real-time analytics, 1 year
Okay.
data, 6 months data, that will be
Mhm.
stored in the in-memory database, RAM, random access memory.
Okay.
All other data, which is old data, like 5 years old data, 10 years old data, will be stored in the
Hard disk.
database.
Date. Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
so
Okay. Yeah.
the time taken to read the data from your RAM will be quicker than the time taken to read the data from your hard disk.
Okay.
That is why they are storing the recent real-time information on the RAM. That is why it is called in-memory database.
So, is there any like while storing the data in RAM, like is it? I mean, do they calculate like is it going to be 1 year or 1.5 year, 2 years, something like that? So, if it is more than
That
2 years, is it going to? It is going to
That's what
database.
I'm coming to. Data aging is
Oh,
something.
okay.
They will be categorizing the data into three categories: hot,
Okay.
warm, and cold. In
Okay.
case of S4 HANA, I'm saying not nothing
Uh-huh.
related to TM. And
Uh-huh.
In S4 HANA in general, the data will
Mhm.
be categorized into hot data, warm data, cold data. Hot data
Okay.
is something which is the more recent data that will be required for real-time analytics, maybe 6 months old data or 1 year old data, which is required for real-time analytics.
Okay.
Those
Okay.
hard data will be stored in your in-memory database. And the warm
Okay.
data is something little bit old data, 2 to 5 years old data will be
Okay.
stored in your database. And cold data is something which is
More than 4 years.
age old
Yeah.
data, 10 years old data that can be stored in
Okay.
your database or it can be archived and taken out of your database through
Data.
external hard disk or something.
Okay. Got it now.
This is called data aging functionality. The data
Right.
is segregated based upon its aging
Oh,
factor,
got it.
and it will
Yes.
be
Yeah.
stored in different places. So
Okay.
say when you go to real-time analytics, they just need to
Mhm.
look after the in-memory database. They don't have to search from the whole amount of data in the database. In database, there will be
Okay.
lots of data, right?
Yes.
So
Yes.
five
Yeah.
years old data means there will be millions of data. Instead of going
Okay.
through all those data, we can just go
Mhm.
through this real-time data,
In-memory.
recent data that is available in memory data.
So when we say in-memory data, means there's just recent data.
Yes, recent data.
Recent data. Okay. Okay.
So that
Yeah.
functionality can also be utilized in case of S4HANA TM, embedded
Okay.
TM,
Okay.
and integration with CRM is discontinued. CRM itself is discontinued. So what are the simplification in case of embedded TM? No
Oh.
need of transferring the master data
Okay.
and
Oh.
plant, shipment, business partners.
Right.
These things you don't
Good.
have to transfer from ECC to S4HANA. And organizational data like purchase organization, sales organization
Mhm.
can be utilized directly in case of
Okay.
S4HANA. You don't have to replicate the dangerous goods and hazardous substance in your TM. And as I told you, whenever you create a sales order and purchase order and move it to TM, when it's a
Mhm.
separate server, they will be creating two. Where if you are transferring the sales orders and purchase order, OTR will be created. If you are transferring the outbound deliveries and inbound deliveries, then DTR will be created. OTR means order transportation requirement. DTR means delivery transportation requirement. Okay,
Okay.
so
R
these
R means requirement. What is that? R
requirement.
requirement.
That is the requirement, right? Whatever is there in the sales order and whatever is there in the purchase order is the requirement for TM. That sales or the product, what is the requirement for TM? From which it will, what data it will function? The data
Okay.
that is available in the sales orders and purchase orders
Okay.
and delivery documents. So this OTR and DTR documents are not required in embedded TM anymore.
Okay.
So after OTR and DTR, earlier sales orders or purchase order, and then OTR, DTR, and then freight units. Freight units
Mhm.
are nothing but our packages,
Okay. Yeah.
pallets, right?
Yes.
So
Yes. Yeah.
and then after OTR and DTR only, freight units will be created in earlier in when TM was a separate one.
Oh,
But
yes. Yeah.
now directly from sales orders and purchase order, freight unit will be
Oh.
created.
Okay. You can create free units. Okay. Right.
This
Yeah.
OTR and DTR is completely eliminated. So this is the flow which I was speaking about. In case of standalone TM,
Mhm.
sales orders or purchase order STO will be
Mhm.
transferred to TM
Mhm.
9.5 or a lower version, and then
Yes.
OTR will be created. But if you are transferring the delivery, DTR will be created. You can do both the things. That is the advancement in TM. That is
Okay.
why we moved from LETRA to TM. We are not
Mhm.
able to transfer. We are not able to do the order-based planning. That is why we moved on to TM, right? So now we can
Okay.
do both the things,
Okay.
delivery-based planning or order-based planning. If you're
Okay.
doing order-based planning, earlier OTR will be created, and then
Okay.
freight unit was created, and then freight settlement document and invoice will be created in ECC. If you
Oh,
are
okay.
doing delivery requirement, delivery will be transferred, sales order or purchase order will be created, and then delivery document will be created in ECC,
Mhm.
and then delivery document will be pushed to TM to create
Oh,
DTR document,
okay.
and the flow is same.
Everything. Yeah. Yeah.
Are you clear with this flow?
Yes. Yeah. So yeah, I can view.
Now this part is completely eliminated. OTR detail is completely eliminated. From sales
Okay.
order, purchase order, directly freight unit will be created, and then freight document, and then settlement document, and then
And then
invoice will be
invoice.
created in
Yeah.
ACC. Are you clear with the flow? What is the difference between standalone TM and embedded TM? Are you clear with this?
Yes. Yes. Yeah. We are actually eliminating OTR and DTR in
Right.
embedded. Yeah.
Because
Right.
we have the sales order and purchase order in the same server. Why do we need a separate document?
Right.
Why
Right.
we are
Yeah.
creating this OTR and DTR? Because we need a document that is understandable by TM.
That's right. Yes. 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 Yeah.
That is why we created OTR and DTR. That is, your sales orders and purchase orders are in different system. Now
Uh-huh.
we need some base document to start our transportation activities.
Right.
That base document should be understandable by TM. That is why
Yeah.
we created this OTR and DTR. Now
Yes. Yes.
everything is in same server, so we eliminated this OTR and DTR and we created the freight unit
Okay.
directly.
Okay. Okay. Got it. Yes.
So benefits of TM, these are all general benefits. Reduced cost is there, improved operational performance, improved career collaboration. There is a separate portal for career collaboration where careers can note the events, the loading started, loading ended. If there is
Oh,
any, if there is any
delays.
changes in the schedule, they can note it down in the career
Yes. Yes.
collaboration portal, and end-to-end order process management is possible.
Yes.
So efficient logistics and fulfillment process is there, and the improved execution visibility possible.
Yes.
Until the last mile, you can view it in the TM. Key features of TM are integrated OTC cycle, the sales cycle, integrated P2P cycle, and freight settlement document. Uh,
Yes.
Usually in TM, there is no account posting will be happening. In TM, there will not be any account posting. The billing will be done in ECC only, ERP.
Oh, okay.
They will be creating a document called freight settlement document, and they will be sending to ECC. And in
Uh-huh.
ECC only, the invoice will be created.
Oh, okay. Not any. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. The
In case of
TM due functionality of TM only till fleet settlement
right,
document, right?
yes,
Yeah. So what is this carrier invoice then? Carrier
same for
invoice,
the
I know, is it going to be generated in TM itself if it is
no
in
no,
embedded?
it will be pushed to ECC and it will be
It should.
created in.
Oh, okay, okay. That will be pushed to
If
ECC.
even if it
Okay.
is embedded TM, that is a different part altogether. It will not be handled by TM consultant
So the functionality of TM, embedded TM, only up to fleet settlement.
and pushing the
Oh,
freight settlement document to ECC.
ECC. Okay. From there on, the invoice will be generated and all taken care of by ECC then.
In
Got it.
in TM, no account posting will be happening. So we'll be mapping our freight charges to the condition types. I hope you know about condition types. Condition types in ECC. we'll be mapping our freight charges, and we'll be doing the initial configuration for integration between freight settlement document and invoice. That's it.
Okay.
Once it is successful, then it's headache of ECC consultants to take care of.
Oh,
So these are all the business process that can be handled by TM, domestic inbound outbound, international inbound outbound, and ocean, air, and freight can be handled by
okay.
TM. I believe its initial session. We can stop until here. So we'll connect back again on tomorrow, right? Tomorrow we'll connect back.